Hello and welcome back. In this lesson, we will learn more useful expressions you can use when you are using taxis in English-speaking countries. As always, we will begin with the model dialogue, and afterwards, we will explain everything in detail. Do you know how long it will take? It takes about an hour to get there. Are you in a hurry? I'm running late for a meeting. Okay, I'll try a different way. First, we have a question which is similar to a question we learned in the unit on languages at train stations. To ask the time it will take for the journey, we can ask a question like this. Do you know how long it will take? Do you know how long it will take? In the lesson on train station expressions, we learned to ask the question, how long does the journey take? To find out the time for the journey. However, instead of directly asking the question, we use the phrase, do you know? And then change the question into a noun phrase. And to do that, we simply change the order of it and will. So instead of the question form, how long will it take? We use the noun phrase, how long it will take. Asking the question in this way, using do you know, helps to ask the question in a more indirect way, which helps us to sound more polite. Additionally, this question is a general way of asking how much time something might take. So whether you are asking about the time of a taxi journey or about the time to get a haircut, you can simply ask this question. So with that in mind, let's go straight into a speaking practice. Do you know how long it will take? Do you know how long it will take? Great job, well done. Next, here's what the taxi driver said to say how long the journey will take. It takes about an hour to get there. It takes about an hour to get there. The key part of the sentence is, it takes about an hour. So first we say how much time the journey will be, and by using about, we are estimating the time of the journey. After this part, we can use a to plus verb to say what action takes that much time, and the action is to get there. The verb get is one of the most common verbs in English, and it can be used to talk about arriving somewhere. So this sentence means that the action that takes about an hour is getting to or arriving at the place the passenger wants to get to. Similar to the question we just learned, this kind of sentence can be used to talk about many different kinds of actions taking a certain amount of time to do. So to talk about making a sandwich taking about 30 minutes, we can say, it takes about 30 minutes to make a sandwich. Let's take a look at a few more example sentences. It takes about 2 hours to get there. It takes about 45 minutes to get there. It takes about an hour and a half to get there. A half in this last sentence means 30 minutes. Okay, so let's now do a speaking practice of these sentences. It takes about an hour to get there. It takes about 2 hours to get there. It takes about 45 minutes to get there. It takes about an hour and a half to get there. Excellent job, well done. Next, to ask if the passenger has to get somewhere very quickly, the taxi driver asked this question. Are you in a hurry? Are you in a hurry? The phrase in a hurry means that someone wants to do something very quickly. So the taxi driver asks this question to find out if the passenger has to get somewhere very quickly. As well as in a hurry, we also sometimes say in a rush. Both have the same meaning. Let's practice asking this question. Are you in a hurry? Are you in a hurry? Great job, well done. Next, to answer this question, the passenger said this. I'm running late for a meeting. I'm running late for a meeting. Running late is a phrase we use to talk about doing something or arriving somewhere later than planned. So when we say I'm running late, it means that I am late or I could be late. Then to say what I am late for, we use the preposition for and say the thing we are late for. And the thing the speaker is late for is a meeting. Let's take a look at a few more example sentences. I'm running late for the movie. I'm running late for a date. I'm running late for a job interview. Okay, so let's now do a speaking practice of these sentences. I'm running late for a meeting. I'm running late for the movie. I'm running late for a date. I'm running late for a job interview. Great job, well done. Finally, here's the taxi driver's response to the passenger running late. Okay, I'll try a different way. Okay, I'll try a different way. The key phrase here is I'll try. We say I'll try to talk about attempting to do something, as in when one thing doesn't work well, we do another thing. And because the current route, as in the current way the taxi is going, may result in the passenger being late for the meeting, the taxi driver says, I'll try a different way, as in he will go on a different way. Let's do a speaking practice of this sentence. Okay, I'll try a different way. Okay, I'll try a different way. Great job, well done. Let's listen to the whole conversation again. Do you know how long it will take? It takes about an hour to get there. Are you in a hurry? I'm running late for a meeting. Okay, I'll try a different way. Okay, so it's now time to do a speaking practice of this dialogue. As always, we will do 2 speaking practices, and all the lines will be on the screen. So when it's your turn, please read the lines and participate in the dialogue. Let's begin. Do you know how long it will take? I'm running late for a meeting. It takes about an hour to get there. Are you in a hurry? Okay, I'll try a different way. Fantastic job today. Well done. Okay, so in this lesson, we learned more useful expressions we can use when we use taxis in English-speaking countries. The next lesson is the speaking drill lesson, and I will see you soon again in another lesson. Bye-bye.